defeat leaves Derby second bottom, 4 points adrift of safety.
Robert Pires the match winner as Arsenal went 2 points clear at the top of the Premiership. 17 games unbeaten now, but the Gunners made hard work of victory and needed the safe hands of David Seaman in stoppage time to seal the points. This was the goal which decided it all. 69 minutes gone, Pires with his 11th of the season. The Frenchman as cool as you like. Well, in the first half, Arsenal took a while to get going, but then the chances came thick and fast. Thierry Henry very much to the fore. His effort was deflected, but Andy Oakes produced a really fine save. Oakes had quite a night. From Henry's cross, Sylvain Wiltor's volley, Oakes somehow got in the way. After the break, Dennis Bergkamp set up Henry, but this wasn't the prolific Frenchman's night. Mind you, he was unlucky here, a great run before cutting inside and hitting the post. To make matters worse, Ray Parlour fluffed the rebound. Even after the goal, Arsenal had some clear-cut opportunities. Great skill from Wiltor to set up Bergkamp. The Dutchman really should have scored. Before the end, time for one more Henry miss. Then in injury time, Paul Botin almost upset the apple cart. Seaman to the rescue. Still, thanks to Pires, it finished 1-0 to the Arsenal. Arsene Wenger's men are top of the table, though it might be for only 24 hours. Arsenal 1, Derby 0. Nick Collins, Sky Sport.
From around the league, Arsenal get a goal in minute 69 from the Frenchman Pires in the form of his life. Arsenal, the current team at the... Now we go to Blackburn and Villa. Blackburn trying to avoid the drop. Get a goal from Dunn in minute 7. Look at that pass, Schmeichel. Move ahead to the second half, minute 85. Dump hits. Beating Schmeichel again. Villa out of the match, and then Schmeichel, a little bored, well off his line. Andy Cole in minute 89 makes a final score 3-0 for Blackburn. They're up to 29 points, one back of
Sunderland goal against his former club gave Peter Reid's side only their second win in 11 Premiership games. It keeps Sunderland 5 points clear of the relegation zone, but leaves Bolton just 1 place and 1 point off the bottom 3. Well, only a point separated the sides going into the game, but it was Peter Reid's men who made the brighter start. Kevin Phillips blazed over early on, and Jason McAteer had the ball in the net on 11 minutes. But disallowed, perhaps a slight push on Jussi Jääskeläinen. Well, Sunderland dominated the half and had a great chance to go ahead when McAteer was clean through. Jääskeläinen, though, pulled off a smart save. They were finally rewarded 3 minutes before half-time when Phillips set up McAteer. He made sure of that one, his first for Sunderland. Well, both sides created little in the second half. Thomas Sorensen just managed to get enough of a shot. One from Rod Wallace.
Villa. Or check this, Sunderland and Bolton. McAteer getting the goal. Back at the first half highlights. Early on, Liverpool with the corner. Emil Heskey, the header. Scored in 6 of his last 7 after going 14 matches without a goal. Newcastle, the only highlight to show you from the Magpies. Robert bangs one in. Anelka, the Frenchman, coming to life at Anfield. Shea Given actually touched it off the bar. More from Anelka. He slips it across. Danny Murphy started this run from his own box. End to end. He's able to roll it in. A great finish, sneaking it inside the near post. Shea Given beaten. The Reds, Phil Thompson, enjoying their one. Liverpool now up to 3rd in the championship race. 59 points, 2 back of the leaders, Manchester United, 1 point back of Arsenal. We take a look at the highlights from the second half. Liverpool already leading 1-0. Looking to double the lead just after halftime. Heskey did well to get to the end of it. And then the goal scorer from the first half, Danny Murphy. Bangs it off of Shea Given into the back of the net. His 5th league goal. And he's single-handedly destroying Newcastle's championship aspirations. Great work by Murphy. In minute 75, Didi Hamann. His first league goal. It's been a while since he's found the back of the net in the Prem. Lots of love from his teammates. 3-0 the final scoreline. Bill Thompson and company.
Since December, the draw at least ended Leicester's run of 7 successive defeats, but leaves them 12 points adrift of safety with just 27 points left to play for.
A year ago, cup defeat by Wycombe signalled the start of Leicester's dramatic decline. After failing to win in their last 13 games, they were playing for pride against a Charlton side well satisfied with a relatively secure berth in mid-table. And it was Charlton who threatened first. Scott Parker stretching Ian Walker after a minute. Manager Dave Bassett almost didn't make the kick-off after his car broke down, but he was on hand to see his side's 9th goal of the season at Filbert Street. Matthew Piper made it with a cross, but it was James Scowcroft's strong back header which soared over Dean Kiley. That was after 20 minutes, half an hour in, and another Piper cross was headed goalwards. Paul Dickoff's effort just over. Then Piper himself got in on the act, his deflected shot covered by Jason Ewell. At the other end, Leicester were living dangerously. Frank Sinclair with another memorable assault on his own goal. And as the Leicester defence crumbled, Charlton equalised. Graham Stewart's cross gratefully received by Ewell. After the break, the match lost its way. Neither side looked capable of creating the winner. For Charlton, Paul Konchesky was close. And for Leicester, Brian Deane had the chance of the half. He needed too much time to set up the shot. When it came, Kiley had it covered. So a less than